Hey, what's up? Christoph again from Be Mindful Coaching, and today I would love to talk to you about, the two main causes of stress and fearful thinking and what we can do about it, like how we can change this perception, mindset shift, as you will, that can help you in the long run to manage your stress and this anxiety-based thinking better. Before we crack into the video, please consider subscribing to this channel. It would mean a lot to me, and then I know I can bring even more value to a bigger audience on this YouTube channel. So please do, if you like this content, subscribe. You feeling stressed out sometimes? Your mind is racing and it's all over the place because you had this goal in mind, the time is running out, and you're not there yet, and oh my God, everything is blowing up and you are getting more and more stressed. And of course, we know that that doesn't help your performance in a little bit even. So what I want to tell you first is that the two biggest contributors of stress and this anxiety is, first of all, not getting what we want, and two is running out of time. If you've never thought about, these two main causes, it might seem like, hey, it's true. It's logical, but it's true. So the first thing, not getting what we want. Look, we have to understand that in life, we're always running around doing stuff in the hopes that we achieve our end goal and we meet our expectations of meeting an actual goal. We can describe this situation in the first hand. We have our current situation, our today, where we are right now at this moment. And then in the future, we have our desired state. So where we want to be. And then between these two states, we have an obvious gap, okay? The gap is like the space and all the work and all the goals that need to be met before we're at our desired state eventually. Well, it's obvious that the bigger the gap between your current state and the desired state, your outcome, as you will, your future self in the most ideal environment, the bigger this gap, the bigger your feelings of stress and inadequacy will be. If we think about it, it's quite a pity. It's quite a pity that we give up the possibility of feeling good, of feeling accomplished in right this moment, that we give that up for something that is in the future, something that we want to reach, but we don't have yet, all right? So this is our first main source, main cause of our stress and feelings of anxiety. We don't have what we want. The second thing is we have the feeling that we are running out of time. All right. This may seem super logical, and it is. It's super obvious, but we've never really, at least myself as well, we've never really thought about this and how we can use that to really have a better feeling about our future, to be less stressed about the things we're trying to accomplish. Look, if you're trying to accomplish something and you have a deadline, for example, at your job, or you're studying in the university, you have a deadline. You have a specific time, specific date you want something done. Well, the more time goes by, the less time you have until the actual deadline. So these feelings of stress are going to increase in a linear fashion. It's super normal. That is how the brain works. That's our urgency that kicks in. But this is, of course, the short term versus the long term that we have to think about as well. How important is that one little deadline, that one little thing that needs to be done in the timeline of our whole life? Look, I need you to understand and to be accepting of the fact that this one little deadline doesn't define your success, doesn't define who you are. And I have a really cool exercise that I do with my clients all the time in my stress and fear coaching, and this is counting your days. Counting your days is something that's the most simple almost than ever, but it's a powerful method to really put things in perspective. Look, what I would love for you to do right now is to take a piece of paper out and, of course, a pen, something to write with, and I would love for you to write down the number 80. 80 is the average age of most people here in Europe and even, globally. And I want you to write down that number. So you have to do the 80, right? 80 years minus your current age right now, whether that be 25, whether it be 30. Split the 80 minus 30, right? Look, what we get now is our remaining years. I would love for you to multiply this number with 365, the amount of days in a year. It's crazy, right? That's a lot of fucking days. That's a lot of days that you can do the things you love and focus on the things that are going well in your life, and really to put into context, the timeline, the amount of time that we still have in our lives can already be a big burden that is lifted up upon you. They're lifted. And that already, this amount can already be, an insight about the timeline that we actually have. We're only at the beginning or middle. It's all good, we still have time. And this could be something that really helps you lift off the weight, the burden off of you, and start focusing on the things that truly matter. Hope you like that. Again, don't forget to subscribe this channel if you haven't already, because I have really cool stuff coming up in the next coming weeks, and I don't want you to miss that. So smash that button. Until next time, bye-bye.